Hello, boys and girls, mums and dads, aunts, uncles, grandmas, caregivers. My name is Gary, and I'm with St. John Ambulance, and this is Tinker. And Tinker is a St. John Ambulance therapy dog. And along with my wife Leslie, Tinker and I go and visit in nursing homes, we go and visit in schools, and we often visit in libraries. And Tinker gets to listen to children read. Now, because of COVID-19, we haven't had a chance to do much reading lately, so we're going to read a book to Tinker today. We've had people ask a couple of questions about Tinker. What kind of dog is Tinker? Tricia wants to know. Tinker is half lab, half beagle. And when you take a look at her, you can see both types of dogs. Okay? Christine was asking if there was a big word, how could Tinker help them? And what we do is between Tinker and I, we get the student to simply sound out the word until they get to figure it out. Andrew asked how old Tinker was when we rescued her. We rescued her in Ohio, and we figured she was about 4 or 5 years old. So basically we've had her now for about 6-7 years, so she's 10 or 11 years old now. Trish also wants to know the favorite toy and favorite food. Her favorite food, she likes all kinds of meat, but probably her very favorite is bacon. And she loves peanut butter. And I think if we were to put peanut butter on bacon, that would be her all-time favorite. As far as toys, Tinker doesn't really like to play too much, so she doesn't really have a favorite toy. Does she have a middle name? Well, sometimes we call her Stinker Tinker, okay, but the doesn't really have a name. We originally called her Tinkerbell because she seemed to spread joy and magic wherever she went, and that's why we got her into the therapy dog program. So now you know about Tinker, let's take a look at the book. We found this brand new book, okay, just come out, called The Virus, and it's talking about the virus as we know it today. The Virus was written by Miguel Chen and illustrated by David Buist. So let's get started. You ready, Tinker? That's a girl. That's a girl. It was a sunny, beautiful day, just like any other. All of the kids were playing and having fun at school. And you may remember, it's been a while now, but you may remember playing on the equipment. And we see the little girl here playing ball hockey as well. Okay? The parents were at work. They were all happy too. Everything was fine. And you can see in the picture here, Dad's got the radio on. He's singing. The animals are happy. Dad's happy. All is well. That night, the news came on to alert people about a virus. And you may remember that last March. Okay? And to keep it from spreading, everyone needed to be very careful. And we had to make some changes. The virus could hurt a lot of people. Mom and Dad became worried. And a lot of people were worried with what was happening and hearing about it everywhere. Now, when your parents get worried, you get worried too. So when the parents got worried, the children got worried as well. Suddenly, everything seemed to change. You can see here Dad driving to work. He doesn't look so happy. He's not singing along with the radio. And in fact, you'll notice that even the animals don't seem to be quite as happy because we have major changes everywhere. School was closed. Now, when they first closed the school, everybody thought it would be like a holiday. But we have a lot of friends at school, a lot of things we enjoy doing. And you don't mind a little bit of a break from it, but not too long. That's a girl, Tinker. And work was closed as well. So you notice it getting pretty dark in there as your parents didn't have work to do now. Some people still had work. We have some people that had essential work. Firefighters, paramedics, doctors, nurses, policemen, mail carriers, delivery people, people in stores with food and not in restaurants, but with food. So there were people that were deemed essential. People had to be careful not to catch the virus and spread it to others. So you'll notice here the little boy in the house looking out the window, and you can see in the other picture the little boy looking out by the door. The two of them looking out, and the kids aren't playing in the playground equipment. There isn't nearly as much traffic. Whoops. Tinker's going to go and visit his friends for a little while. He can hear them out in the hallway going for a little walk. Okay? Everyone stayed home to be safe. People took care to cover their mouth if they coughed or sneezed. You've probably all had to do that. Everyone washed their hands thoroughly and often. And actually, my hands are becoming quite dry. They couldn't go to school or work, but the parents and kids were happy because they got to be together. We got to spend more time with each other. The extra time was special. We played cards, we sang songs, played games, we cooked together, cleaned together. We shared a lot of things together as a family, and we learned to depend on each other. The parents and kids learned that they could be okay, even when things were uncertain. They played and had fun together. Everyone began appreciating each other on a deeper level. After a while, the virus slowed down. You've heard us all talking about flattening the curve, and the number of people that were sick began to decrease, and they had a little bit better control. Healthcare workers and scientists worked together and got the virus under control, or worked hard to get it under control. After a while, people could go outside again. So you start to see some people going out for a bike ride. They're all watching their social distancing, and some of them are wearing masks, but people are going outside getting some fresh air and playing. The schools will be opening soon, and hopefully when we get back to school, it might be a little different, but hopefully, again, meeting with our friends. The parents, some of them, could return to work. Some businesses that weren't essential, but there were some that opened that people needed things. Dogs needed grooming. People needed haircuts. So some businesses started to open up. Everyone played and had fun and remembered to wash their hands. We spend a lot of time now keeping our hands clean, washing our hands and trying not to touch our face. Everyone appreciated each other. They all remembered what they had learned and enjoyed spending time with each other. We still don't have a lot of time with our friends because of the social distancing. We can be okay even when things are uncertain because we have each other. And in your home, what do you have? Mom, Dad? Does Grandma live with you? Does your uncle live with you? Who's in the house? And do you have pets? We've been very, very lucky during this time. We've had Tinker, and Tinker just loves us being here all the time. So it's made it a little easier on us because it can be pretty hard being in the house all the time by yourselves. Okay? So, do you have brothers and sisters that might be in the house with you and you can share time with them? What other pets might you have? How many of you have a dog? Anybody have a cat? A bird? My son had an iguana, and I can't see an iguana being a very therapeutic pet at this time, but you will enjoy what you have in your house, and you start to enjoy each other and appreciate each other, and know that as the world changes, you've still got your family there for your support and for their love, and knowing that they have your back. So hopefully you have enjoyed the reading. It's called The Virus by Miguel Chen and David Buist. Hopefully you've enjoyed the reading, and we hope to see you again very soon with maybe another story for you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.